Well, hello guys. My name is John Priddy from Laing Simmons in Lane Cove in Sydney. That's a business that I own with two other guys. Absolutely proud to be part of our group. And if you want to chat to us about what the market's been doing, if you're looking at selling your property, or you're looking at, whether you're looking at upgrading or moving to an apartment or downsizing, or you have some investment properties you want to chat to us about, a pleasure to do that. Recently, we had a conference in Byron Bay, a gorgeous part of New South Wales for those that aren't in Australia. Probably about an hour's flight from Sydney, just below the Queensland border. Fantastic part of the world. And we had a bunch of speakers for our conference, many of them from our industry, being property, obviously, and people chatting to us about finance, all these sorts of things that we deal with on a daily and weekly basis. We had a couple of other speakers too that fit into a category of, I guess, leadership and inspiration, strategic mental planning, I like to think of it as, and certainly Wayne Pearce fits into that box. Like he's built for that. I wasn't aware of his story that dates back to the 60s in Balmain, a gritty suburb back then in Sydney, now very gentrified and very trendy, but back then a very hard suburb to grow up in, and a lot of kids with nothing to do getting into trouble. And Wayne tells a story of really his life growing up there, and then his sort of goals and aspirations to get into football, ultimately be paid to play football, and into the coaching arena, which he spent time doing, and now more of a public speaker and really professional and inspirational figure, the way I look at him. Wayne, the way that he communicates is super down to earth. The guy is so grounded, so gracious, lovely, and kind. It's been a while since I met someone like that, actually. It completely blew me away when he was happy to chat to me after the event. Him and I had just sort of compared notes for a few minutes, and he was kind enough to share a photo with me, which funnily enough, really went bananas actually for me on my social media, on my Instagram and on my LinkedIn page. And I had quite a few really lovely comments from people saying just how lovely Wayne was, how cool the photo was, and how really powerful his message is. So, and I've also had people contact me that didn't make comments on social media that have been stalking me from the shadows, and that's fine. I'm used to that. But just some fun things which have happened since I met Wayne. And, you know, that's such a cool thing, because one of the things that Wayne and I chatted about after his presentation was how his message of resilience, of mental toughness, and of being a leader in your own community really shone through for me. And I'm so passionate about that, because I've got kids 17 and 13, and I've always been chatting to them about that and how important that is these days in our community, in our society, in our country, and really the world, without being too dramatic. It's up to us to all make these small changes to support each other and get each other through what's been, let's face it, the last 2.5 years just been crazy. But Wayne speaks in a calm, sincere, genuine manner. He's, to me, he's heads above many other speakers and presenters, and his message is there's something in it for everyone. You don't have to be a big sports fan to relate. You don't have to be hyper business focused to relate. He's just somebody who you can relate to on a general sense, and then pick apart what's most relevant to you. And for me, I just felt that his message is super strong and relevant, and never more strong and relevant than now. And we talked about his message being integrated into the schooling system. And the funny thing is, since I spoke to Wayne, I've actually bumped into two other people that do a similar type role. They're authors and presenters and speakers, and they're on the same train, thank God, of sharing this message with our kids, at primary school kids all the way through to HSC level. It's so important to share that both as a parent but as a person in the community, but and also through our work that we do, right? Like being able to recognize that people are craving leadership, they're craving direction, they're craving inspiration now more than any time. We don't have it at a political level, haven't had it for a very long time. So now it's up to everyone to sort of look around and go, you know what, who can I relate to on my level? Who inspires me? And how can I be a better person and share that message with everyone else around us? And guys, that's always the big challenge, always has been. But I think that when it's recognized and there's a level of awareness around it, I think it's just fantastic. And the way that Wayne presented in such a sincere, genuine, authentic way, it can't be faked, it can't be scripted. It has to come from the heart. And if anyone presents from the heart, it's Wayne Pearce. So you've got a wealth of experience. You've got a wealth of knowledge. He's extremely well spoken. I think he's even got a psychology degree as well. So it's not something that he's just made up on the fly. His message is really among the most powerful messages I've seen at one of our conferences, and one of the most powerful messages I've seen about leadership and inspiration, full stop. So if you're thinking about booking Wayne for an event, or you want to chat to him and ask him, mate, where are the books that you're supposed to have written? When's the movie coming? Well, I suggest you do that, because trust me, if you want someone to really inspire your team and inspire yourself, give Wayne and his team a call. Thank you so much.